I don't want to see another brother getting shot for something that they should not have gotten shot for. Rudeness is a weak person's version of strength. What that means is we tend to be rude because we think we're being strong. But it's not that. It takes more strength. So you know what? You got this. I'll figure this out right now.
They're telling you to take your hands out of your pocket. If they're asking you whenever you're driving to get out of your car, if they're asking you to get up against the wall, Lance was right. They may not have the legal right to do it. It may not be a legal request. But in that moment, is that the time where you really want to start going back and forth in terms of what your rights are? We're telling you what your rights are.
People think they can talk themselves out of the arrest. Once they are determined to arrest you, they are arrested. You can only make matters worse by keep going forward. And just to touch on something Phil said, it does not make you any less of a man to say yes sir and comply. No one's telling you to tap dance. I refuse to tap dance for anyone. Like, think. Whatever is happening in that moment is not going to be resolved in that moment, regardless of what you say, what you talk, nothing. So you get out of that situation alive.
Can you say that again? When you're pulled over, if you're asked to step out of the car, police officers have the constitutional right to ask you to step out. I can't tell you how many times I see these fights and these escalations on this video where people are like, why I gotta get out the car? I don't have to get out the car, I haven't done anything. I know my rights. No, you don't. You don't know your rights. Because if you did, you would step out the car. Exactly.
We're talking about a detention. A detention is a situation where you don't feel like you can leave. Whether the officer says you can't leave, or the officer, for example, puts their hands on a weapon, or if they put their hands on you in some type of way, then it's legitimate for you to think that because of that you can't leave. And they can only do that to you if they have something called reasonable suspicion.
But Jason, just because you're at a great point, how do you know if you're free to leave or not? Like, you're at a
There
very
we go. That's a good question. So what do? It's like, officer, am I being detained?
Or am I free to leave?
Am I free to leave?
And then after that,
guys, I'm telling you, man, sometimes it's better just to walk than getting in the car with someone who you really don't know like that. Because there's something, constructive possession. If a gun or drugs are found in the vehicle, everyone is charged equally with you. You don't even know what's going on. So we got to start collectively thinking as a whole, all right, how do I navigate through this system? And that's what we're just here to tell you. There's not going to be a light switch and things are going to change tomorrow. But it's a course of action that you do every single day of your life that puts you in a better situation. These guys
don't have weed in the car, because that's always going to be like the magic key to open up the whole car. The trunk, the glove compartment. It's small enough. It's not a
valid driver's license. I can't tell you how many times, a brother get pulled over with a suspended license. The suspended license turns into search. The search turns into 80 bags of heroin. So, don't drive with a suspended license. And if you drive with a suspended license, don't have drugs in the car. If you drive with a suspended license, like some of these things is common sense. Like, why you hop in the train with a loaded gun? Things like that. You shouldn't have a loaded gun to begin with. But if you do, why you hop in the train? Pay the $250 for the Metro card.